Fuck it. There is no script or nothing because I'm not a YouTuber, nor do I make videos or anything, but I feel like this is necessary. This is a necessary video, and this is a necessary step that I have to take in life. And I believe this is something that may be shared by a lot of other people at this time, at this age. For context, I'm 20 now, and you feel lost. You feel lost, not in a sad way. Well, my food just got accepted. But that brings me to the point. You feel like you're falling behind. Behind your peers, behind your own expectations, your own dreams when you were younger. All those possibilities, so many doors, feel like they're closing up on you as each day passes. Yet you sit there, right? Scrolling on your phone, watching videos, playing games, which are not inherently bad, but you know, the dosage makes the poison, right? And you feel like you're losing control. That's the most important thing. But at the same time, you've never really been in control in the first place. I don't know if this is me, but I could get by just fine. And that may be a process of deluding myself into thinking that I was smart, like I would not study for exams. And maybe it's my way of justifying or coping. Even if I don't get a good mark, I don't have to face that. I could just say, oh, I didn't study. It's because I didn't study. Had I studied, would have been an easy 100%. Would have aced it. And sure, people can look at you and say, oh, you're so smart, you don't even need to study. And you take that and you feel good about yourself. And you keep doing it. And so you never confront your full potential because you're scared that it's not enough. This superhero imagery of what you could be at your full potential, it might not be true. And I think, me personally, I'm not mature enough, or I was not mature enough to go and accept that. But it's a unique sort of purgatory of sorts that people like me, people who want to be intellectually fulfilled, appear as an intellectual, be articulate with their thoughts, impress their peers, people that aspire to be something far more than they are, and they can picture it so vividly, but cannot take the little steps every day to fulfill that vision. And this has happened in so many events already. During my finals for high school, actually, I had nowhere near the marks required for a university I wanted to go to. But then, in the last few days, pulled a couple all-nighters, drank a couple Red Bulls, and then I pulled through. And now, in retrospect, I am proud that I managed to pull it off, because it was a much higher mark than predicted, but still nowhere near my potential. Oh, girlfriend just got home. And I seem ungrateful. I'm comparing myself to a version that does not exist and has so much excess. But, if you look on social media, they tell you should just practice gratitude. You should just be happy with what you have. But I am grateful. I realize I'm sitting in a very comfortable house. I'm healthy, knock on wood. I'm in a relatively prestigious university. I have a loving parent, a loving girlfriend, a best friend, who is the GOAT. But for some reason, the future just does not. I feel like something's off. And that brings me to the main point of why I am making this video. It's so I can stop half-assing things. I think that's the main point. If I'm to find a root cause of everything, my boxing, playing guitar, the gym, studies especially, even down to appearance, one needs to stop half-assing things. But it's so easy to slip, right? All it takes is a swipe and another. And there are so many things that seem wrong in this world. Here comes another issue. I feel like I sound a little cringe even. Trying to, dare I address such huge problems that I admittedly don't know much about and have a very biased view of. I don't want to spread negativity, but that's what the world seems like right now. Where negativity flourishes, people's attentions are robbed. Politics is becoming more and more comical. Or maybe we're just getting older. There's so much in the world that you don't know what to do. Hell, game Cyberpunk is probably one of my favorite games, if not my favorite. And it feels like we're heading in that direction. Which is both comforting and not, right? You'd rather have, I think, an overt chaos, lawlessness, corruption, than have this undercurrent that seems to slowly eat and rot away at your brain. As every single YouTube video, every single YouTube short, Instagram reel you look at has been sponsored. Whether through money or ideologically. I fucking hope that's a word. I think it is. English major, by the way. Absolutely flunked out of 2 courses because I wasn't careful. GPA went from a 3 to now like a 2.3. First semester 3, second semester 2.7. Still not up to Asian mother standards at the slightest, but third semester did a little oopsie, and that's all it takes to really derail you. And it is around this age that this, in Chinese we say, like, my mom says, like, 危机感. This almost sense of impending doom, this realization that time is ticking. It hits you, and you realize you're kind of late. But at the same time, not really. Well, you're late because all the greats have started something early, right? Early in their life. Well, at least that's what we see. But it's also not too late for those my age. For guys. For boys our age that are trying to be men, but in a world that doesn't know what a man is. And I don't mean this politically. I mean that, well, it's always back to identity, isn't it? But that's what it's all about. The external battle has now shifted to internal, right? As our basic needs are satisfied. Well, not most. I need to read up on that. As, let's just say, the general public's needs are met. Necessities, right? I'm just yapping. Without a clear direction. But I also don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that. Even for a video like this. Because there seems to be too much direction going on. You're 20 now. You should be doing this. You should be like this. You should want to do this. You should be ready for retirement in 5 years. And when you listen to any advice given by those that seem to have it figured out, I don't know. For me, they don't work. Probably because a part of me thinks, oh, they have it figured out already. There's a sense of distrust there, and maybe they are trying to gatekeep by not giving the full information, or just saying the most straightforward, obvious things like, you need to do something you love. You need to spend time with family. You need to get out of your comfort zone. No shit. Everyone's telling you how to live a certain way. And you yourself start telling yourself that. You internalize it. But I think the main issue here is a loss of faith. And more so faith in oneself. Not meaning, oh, I believe in myself. But rather faith in who you are. To live confidently. And stop second guessing everything you do. Hell, I'm second guessing every single word I say. Maybe I'm sounding like a pseudo-intellectual, which I likely am, because I don't fucking read enough. And I've not experienced enough. Maybe that is why, right? That you second guess everything you say. Well, by you, I mean me. I crave authenticity so much. But I myself am not even authentic, right? So it is through this video that I sort of wander around with my speech. Dance around the problems because I'm not smart enough to pinpoint them yet. And just try to get somewhere. Everyone has a goal in life. What they value most as well. But what do you do if you want to be special? What do you do if everyone wants to be special? Oh, you can say, oh, but you are special, you are unique. Not in a way that seems to matter to yourself. Had my discourse analysis lecturer really rip into me for a whole semester. I like to think unfairly because it's not because that I don't volunteer to answer questions compared to others. There's people that have like barely spoken the entire semester. But it really got to a point where I, start to question things. So a few days ago, she was like, are you going to work in the future? Like, are you gonna work? Are you gonna be unemployed? And she just always asks me questions, knowing I don't really know how to answer them. Because I didn't study enough, and it's a bloody morning class. But I do admit it's on me for not knowing the answers. But she asks me questions like whenever possible. And only me. Not the guys that are obviously just as, if not more, clueless and don't volunteer. It appears to be targeted to the point where everyone else in the class is like, oh, and they start laughing. Like it's him again. I don't know. That really, I guess it'll, but then you start questioning yourself again, like, am I too soft? Is that what's wrong? Or maybe I'm overthinking about it, which is likely the case. But who knows? Who knows? My mother's getting older. And I'm trying to get older. Guess I've strayed too far from the point. So to address all of these issues of wandering, falling behind, 1 year. This is the project. For 1 year, it's funny. I've said so many times, I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna fucking head down, lock in. But it never happened. Not properly. Of course, I'm grateful for the position that I'm in, but the regrets stack up. So for 1 year, I'm going to try as hard as I can in everything I do. In my diet, so no spamming takeout. I know Kita's got fantastic deals, but damn, they really are. They have a toll on your bank account. Anyways, less eating out, playing the guitar more, and dedicating myself to playing the guitar, singing, maybe recording something, to boxing, to studying, because my GPA's fucked is an understatement here. You say I want to go to med school. I know. Insane. For an underachiever, let's call it that. What else? Oh, there's a game I've been working on. want to get on with that too. The gym. And yeah. Now, you might be thinking, by you, I mean me. I might be thinking, how are you gonna do all of that? You need to do planning. And, John, you hate planning. I do. But recently, I have a theory that your instincts will tell you what you should be doing, but you just ignore them. So I'm going to go into this without a clear plan. You might be thinking that is the most stupid thing I've ever heard, and it probably is, but I've been putting no effort in whatsoever. And I think everybody knows what they should do. That's not the problem. All those videos telling, oh, you should plan your day like this. Use this method. Use the 156 method. Those are random numbers. Yeah, you don't need that. I think when you get to this age, your mind will tell you what you need to do instinctually. So just do it as soon as the urge comes up. And the only thing that matters in this project is willpower. I think that's all you need to do. That's all you need to have to succeed. Because I hate complex things. But I'm also a hypocrite, and I love complex things. But that's besides the point. When it comes to this project, I want to stick to one central tenet, which is, no matter what, do not bend. Do not yield your willpower to anything at all, for 1 year. And I shall report back every 5 days. And see how it goes. Finals are coming up. There's a final in 3 days, actually. Maybe that's why I'm doing this. We'll see. Bye-bye.